Good evening, brother and sister. Thank you for coming to tonight's talk. The topic for tonight is Facing the Final Moment, a Buddhist guide to near-death experience. Before we start the talk, I would like to give a brief introduction of Bhante Cakkapala in case there are newcomer who doesn't know about Bhante. Bhante Cakkapala was ordained as a samanera, which means novice monk, at the age of 12 and received higher ordination when he was 20. He studied Buddhism in Mandalay for 11 years and was awarded the Dhamma Charya, which means Dhamma teacher, degree at the age of 22. He taught religious classes to young novices and monks for 3 years. He went to Sri Lanka to pursue academic studies in Buddhism and graduated with master degree Buddhist study from Kelaniya University in 2008. He was one of the founding members of Dhamma School Foundation, established in 2012. It is now the biggest religious association in Myanmar. It designs syllabuses for Buddhist youths and operates Sunday Dhamma schools throughout the country. He received an invitation from Mangala Vihara Buddhist temple in Singapore to propagate the Dhamma in 2012 and has been residing there since. He is presently an assistant resident monk and has been teaching Buddhism to both local students and Burmese devotees. So let's invite Bhante to give us the talk tonight. Sadhu, sadhu.
Good evening, everyone. So as usual, we'll start observing 5 precepts. Say Namo Tassa 3 times. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tutiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tutiyampi Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Panatipata Viramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Adena dana viramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Kami sumecchachara viramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Musavada viramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Suramedeya Machapama Dattana Viramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Okay, before we begin our talk, so as usual we do 5-minute meditation. So keep your upper part of your body upright. Relax all your attentions. Close your eye. Relax all your attentions. Focus all your mind to your breathing, keeping your mind at the tip of your nose. Just observe in breath and out breath. Let us develop mindfulness. Let us meditate. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. In our life, death is the most frightening things, right? So everybody afraid of death. So today, before we talk about how to face our death, I'm going to talk about what is death according to Buddhism. According to Buddhism, normally, according to Buddhist teaching, our mind, physical phenomena in our body, I think everybody know, arising and passing away every moment. Every moment. Our mind disappear quickly, and our physical phenomena in our body also arising and passing away. So this is the important teaching in Buddhism. In normal time, we do not know. Very difficult to know. Only those who have a very deep concentration, when they observe their mind, their body, and they will know it. We can call it vipassana. Vipassana, knowing our mind, knowing our physical phenomena in our body. Of course, when you have that, the knowledge of reality, in Pali we call it yatha buddha jnana darsana. Understanding the vision of knowledge as it is. Because every moment, our mind, we call it nama, mental phenomena, and physical, our body, physical phenomena in our body, arising and passing away, arising and passing away. So that is also called momentary death. Moment by moment, we are dying. We are dying. So when you listen to meditation masters like Thich Nhat Hanh, so you will hear this philosophy quite often. Momentary death. So we are dying every moment. Your mind, your physical phenomena, this morning already dying. It's a new body, a new mind. So this is a business principle to understand what is death in Buddhism. Actually, dying moment in our life is the same, Suppose now, when my moment arises, it disappears right now. Very quick, very quick. Then another mind moment will arise. Then that mind moment also will disappear, will die. The death in our life, the final moment in our life is similar to the same phase, We die this life, then your mind will disappear in another existence. If you still have a craving for existence or craving for life. So actually, this is an important philosophy in Buddhism. So the last stop moment in our life, then our mind disappears. Then another mind will appear in another existence. Suppose you die right now. So that means you are mind disappear. Then if you still have a craving for Singapore, a life in Singapore, then right away you were born as a human being in Singapore. 99% right away. No? After you die, then another mind movement will appear in the Singapore as a human being. But there is a 1%. 1%. Sometimes our mind may be taking longer time. According to Theravada, 99% maybe. It's a rare case. Sometimes the mind may be taking longer time to go to another existence. So this is a basic understanding regarding with the death in Buddhism, right? Another thing is when you read the Noble Eightfold Path, you will see the Buddha talk about different type of suffering in our life, right? Death is one of them, right? Old age, illness, death, separation from loved ones, beloved ones, like that. All these are suffering. So, that is a reality. Death is a reality we cannot avoid. Whether we are human being or the devas or animals or, right? Anyone. The Buddha also passes away at the age of 80, right? Under the Satri in Lumbini. The Buddha clearly said that death is unavoidable, right? So everyone is subject to death. Not only the human being, but also the deva, and also the divine being in Brahma realm. Anyone, right? So here I want to point out that people from other religion, they said that the Buddha is not a living God. The Buddha died at the age of 80. They always claim that Buddha is not a God because he died. No? So they are right, yeah. The Buddha is just a human being, he died at the age of 80. Cannot escape from death, right? That's a reality. And they claim that God is a living God, never died. I always tell them, okay, if your God is a living God, show me, appear in the world, right? A very easy for them. Just show in the world about maybe a few minutes, 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 1 hour, right? Then everybody will believe their God. So this is one claim, they are always pointing out. The Buddha is not living God. The Buddha died, right? But we don't deny it. Yet the Buddha himself died, right? Let alone other people. The Buddha is no more right now. But he left teachings of his teachings, right? His teachings. That's important essence in Buddhism. So we are learning the Dhamma. We are discussing about the Dhamma because teachings of the Buddha, Dhamma is the most important in Buddhism. In Mahaparinibbana Sutta, the Buddha said that you may think if I am gone, there is no teacher for you. The Buddha said that, no, you shouldn't think in that way. All my teaching will be your teacher. So therefore, among the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Dhamma, I always point out, Dhamma is the most important. Dhamma, because the Buddha said that, right? When I die, his teaching, the Dhamma will be our teacher, our teacher, our guiding masters. So, in one of the sutta, the Buddha talked about 5 things to remember all the time, always. Number 1, old age. We are subject to old age. We are getting older and older, right? Nobody can escape. That's a reality, right? That's a reality. Secondly, sickness. We will have to encounter with the sickness, right? I will get ill. Number 3, we'll die. Death is inevitable, unavoidable. We'll die. And number 4, to think about one day we have to depart with the level 1. Right? When you die, you have to leave your family behind, right? And number 5, the Buddha said that to remember we are owner of our own karma. Whatever we do, good or bad things, that will be our own. We will be owner of those our actions. 5 things to remember all the time. So therefore, death. So today our subject is death. So among the 40 type of meditation, we have a Marananusati, recollection of death, right? Recollection of death. So this is a very important meditation. The Buddha always point out. The Buddha said that when you meditate or when you recollect your death, it will lead to Nibbana. It will lead to Nibbana. So here, Nibbana means cessation of suffering. Nibbana means cessation of suffering. Dukkha Nirodha, right? And the 4 Noble Truths. I think that will be much better, right? Much better explanation. What is Nibbana? Nibbana means cessation of suffering. Suppose if I am practicing recollection of death, practicing every day, one day I will die. One day I will die. Very simple one, right? Just recite. One day I will die. One day I will die. So it's just like a programming our mind. If we are practicing recollection of death every day, then we are programming our mind. One day I will die. Right? One day I will die. So you're always mindful about your death. When death comes to you, when you're going to die, you don't have any mental suffering in your mind. Because you're ready, right? You tell your mind, one day I will die. According to Western psychology, is that they call it programming the mind, right? It goes to your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind. Your mind is always telling you, I cannot avoid death. One day I will die. So, because of diseases or because of accidents or anything, when you're going to die. So when you practice recollection of death, you will be able to face death peacefully, right? Peacefully. That's very important. That's very important. In that way, the moment you're going to die, you don't have any mental suffering. You don't have any fear. You don't have any anxiety in your mind. Because you already program your mind, one day I will die, right? Your mind already accept it. Actually, acceptance is very important. Acceptance is very important. It's the best way to face our death. So, practicing recollection of death or Marananusati meditation method is cultivating your mind to accept the reality. One day I will die. I cannot escape from death, right? So that acceptance is already in my mind, in our mind. I will give you a very simple example. Suppose the doctor told you, or told me, I will not say to you. The doctor told me, Bhante, you will die within three months. Bhante, you have a cancer, you will die within 3 months. What will happen to us, right? Fear, anxiety, depression may come to me. Because we are afraid of death, right? I cannot accept. Still very young. I still need to do a lot of things. I cannot accept the reality, right? Within 3 months, I will die. Then I practice recollection of death every day from that time onward. One day I will die. One day I will die. Then I cannot escape. I cannot escape from death. Because of that meditation, then I accept the reality. Within 3 months I will die. So therefore, because of that acceptance, in other words, we can use another one, another English word, popular one, letting go. I let go my mind, right? I let go my mind. Death is unavoidable. Everyone have to face it, right? So therefore, acceptance of death is very important, whether you're young or old. In other words, letting go, very important. So there is a facing the reality or accepting the reality in Buddhism is very important. So one of the writer from U.S. He said that in the West, people normally put all their dukkha, all their suffering under the carpet. But she's surprised. Buddhism don't do that. Buddhism don't do that. They are not afraid to talk about dukkha, suffering. Right? Death is a suffering. Death is our problem. Death is a reality. Right? Nobody can escape. So that is a Buddhist philosophy. So even among the Buddhist meditation, recollection of death is one of the important meditation method in the Pali Canon. So I think you can Google online, or you can ask ChatGPT, right? The rule of recollection or death in Buddhism. Can you tell me the rule of recollection or death in Buddhism? ChatGPT, you can Google ChatGPT, right? So I think you will know the importance of that meditation method, right? Then I want to share one of the important suttas regarding with how to face our death. The Buddha talk about four things. Number one, we're trying to remove craving for sensual pleasures. We're trying to remove craving for sensual pleasures. So sensual pleasure here means so desirable things in your life that can be seen with your eye, can be hear with your ear, can smell with the nose, can taste with the tongue, can experience with the body, right? Your houses, beautiful house, your expensive car, your children, your family, everything, right? Everything. Craving for sensual pleasures, which are desirable in your life. Not undesirable things, important things in your life. So when you have a craving for sensual pleasures, craving for your house, your family, your business, and everything which are desirable in your life. So when you have a craving, you cannot let go. No? So when the doctor told you that you were dying within 3 months, then you cannot accept. You're afraid to leave everything behind. It's not easy, right? It's not easy. Because we have been living with our family for so many years. We have so much attachment to them. So much attachment to their house. Right? So when you are facing your final moment, your death, talking about final moment, you can enjoy life right now. The moment you're going to leave the world, I think that is very important one. If you have attachment to your grandson or granddaughter, then you will fear to leave everything behind. Right? So when you are facing your final moment, that's very important guideline taught by the Buddha. Because definitely you have to go, right? Definitely you will die. Whether you have attachment to your house or car or family members or everything, if you cannot let go of these one, you have a fear in your mind. You will have a anxiety, depression, cannot accept, right? So therefore, that's very important to face our final moment. So, when you are going to die, you must be ready to let go everything. Because definitely you have to leave, right? It doesn't mean you cannot live, you cannot enjoy life. It doesn't mean like that. You can enjoy your life right now. You can live to your family members. You can leave your house or car, your job. But the moment you're going to leave the world, the moment you're going to die, whether you grasp all these sensual pleasures or not, you will die, right? You will die. That's a reality. So if you are clinging all these one, if you cannot let go, your house, your family, everything, desirable things, then you have a fear, anxiety, depression in your mind, right? For that reason, the Buddha said that. So the name of the sutta is called Abhaya Sutta, fearless. Fearless. So if you want to face your final moment without fear, the first guideline, trying to remove craving for sensual pleasures. Sensual pleasure here means desirable things in your life, right? It can be your house, your car, etc. Family members. Especially, human being. So much attachment to our family members. Suppose some people do not die, waiting for their son or daughter to come from maybe US or Europe. It's really suffering in your mind, actually. It's a wrong way to waiting to your beloved one. Right? Don't do that. That's a Buddha's advice. Trying to remove your craving or clinging to your beloved one. If you do so, then it will be suffering in your mind. Right? You cannot let go. You cannot let go. That's very important guideline. Then another one, second one is we have to remove craving for the body, the most difficult one, right? So we have been living with our body for so many years, right? This is my body, this is my body. A lot of clinging, a lot of craving, right? When you know, the moment you know that you are going to die, let go everything, including your body. I think you know that everybody, they have to let their body, right? They have to go. That's a reality, right? So we have to accept it. Very difficult, of course. That is a guideline given by the Buddha. So if we have a clinging to your body, the Buddha taught to you, after 3 months you will die. Then I still have a clinging to my body, craving to my body. Then I have to leave my body behind. It creates a lot of suffering in my mind. Right? It creates a lot of suffering, a lot of fear in my mind. The fear and anxiety in my mind is a dukkha, suffering, right? Suffering. Then here, normally I want to share one story of Bhikkhuni Khema. Normally I share when I talk about dying moment. I think many of you already know Bhikkhuni Khema, right? Normally in my class, I normally share this story. Really interesting. Bhikkhuni Khema is a German Bhikkhuni. She ordained as a nun in her late age, when she's very old. Then she is a serious meditator. So she has a breast cancer. She normally go to hospital and get a treatment. One time, normally when she was lying down on the hospital bed, normally she meditate. So here meditation means trying to be mindful. So when we are practicing breathing meditation, we are mindful about our breathing. But for her, she was lying down on the hospital bed. She was observing what is happening in our body. What is happening in our body. So, one time, she was lying down on a hospital bed. So she was observing her body as usual. She is mindful. That she noted that life energy, she used the word life energy. Life energy is moving from her toe to, from her, feet, feet. Life energy is moving from her toe to the feet. And to the feet to your knee. And from knee to your thigh. Moving backward. She used the word life energy. She just observing what is happening. She was observing that life energy. Actually, according to Buddhism, Abhidhamma, it's not we don't call it life energy. We call it life faculty, a vital faculty, vitality. Of course, wherever she used the word life energy. Life energy is moving from the toe to the leg, from the knee to the thigh. So that means she is going to die. When the life energy reached to her heart, she will die. Normal people. So when they know life energy is moving from their body, they were afraid. They were with fear. I'm going to die. So here the word I am going to die. I have to leave my body, my family, everything behind. But in her case, Bhikkhuni Khema, she is observing what is happening in her body, full of mindfulness and full of clear comprehension. She knows what is happening in her body. We call it sambhajana, clear comprehension. She clearly knows what is happening. So by that time, two important mind movements arises. Mindfulness, clear comprehension. Because of that mindfulness and clear comprehension, fear cannot come in. Anxiety cannot come in. There is no thinking about, I am going to die. No. Only mindfulness, clear comprehension. Then, suddenly the doctor came into the room and he saw that, machines are, aligned, going down, right? Going down. And the doctor trying to adjust it. Then life energy go back to from knees to leg, from to the up to the nose, up to the toe. Because of the doctor. So I thought that Bhikkhuni Khema is unlucky. If she died with that mindfulness and clear comprehension, there is two possibilities. One, she might become an arahant before she died, or she might was born in the Brahma realm as a non-returner. Or she might was born in a good existence as a human being or as a deva. So, Bhikkhuni Khema do not have any fear, any anxiety, right? The moment she is going to die. Because she don't have craving or clinging to our body. There's only mindfulness and clear comprehension by that time. So because of that, because of lack of craving for the body, no minute suffering in our mind. No minute suffering in our mind. So therefore, how to face the death, our final moment? So the best method is meditation. Facing our death while we are meditating. But of course, it's not really easy, Normal people cannot do that. Only the serious meditator can do that. One of the meditation masters from Myanmar, Sayadaw U Pandita, is in 90 plus. He was hospitalized in Bangkok, and he told his followers, monks, disciples. He told his disciples, do not use machine, life support machine. Even though I'm suffering, I will meditate on that. He said, I will meditate on that. It's really bold decision, But he have a confidence. Because he is always meditating, right? Serious meditator. Because of that, there's no anxiety, there's no fear to face the death. It's not really easy. I think those who are meditating seriously, you can face it while meditating. Just like a Bhikkhuni Khema, right? Knowing what is happening in the body, that's meditation. Mindfulness, clear comprehension, right? Clear comprehension. Because of that, there's no fear in our mind. So here, as a normal person, when you're going to die, you must keep your mind to let go your body, right? To let go your body. So that will be, if you let go your body, then easier to live. There's no less fear. Then is a second guideline taught by the Buddha. Number one is to remove craving to sensual pleasures, right? Then to remove craving for the body, our body. And number three, I think is a very popular guideline. I think almost every Buddhist, they know. To have a good deed or not to do any evil deed. The Buddha said that. So as a normal Buddhist, you are always doing good deed, right? Most of the time. Especially people who are coming to our temple, They are attending the classes, attending puja, right? And listening to the Dhamma talk. And you have a lot of meritorious deed, right? So the Buddha said that Ponyani praloka same patita hondi panina. Good deeds are the refuge for us in our next existence. Normally, some people, and most people, they are afraid of dying moment, near-death experience. I think I normally talk to them, do not panic and do not have a fear on that. So normally, people who come to the temple, they are doing a lot of meritorious deed. They do a lot of dana, generosity, right, giving, and they are observing precept. Normally, you are not killing, right? If you are observing 5 precepts, then no need to be afraid. Normally, you have a lot of meritorious deed. No need to be afraid for death. Another thing, I'm translating one article, the experience of one of the medical doctors in Myanmar. He writes about near-death experience because he has been observing people who are dying. He has a lot of experience. According to him, dying moment is not as you think. You may have a serious diseases, cancer, or maybe physical pain in your body. But before you die, there are certain period. You don't feel all these pains in your body. Your mind is light. Your mind do not have a connection with the body. Even though you are suffering, physical suffering before you die, there are certain period. Some people may last about 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, like that. Now I already translated in English, were published in our newsletter, MV newsletter, this month or next month. So I'm translating that article. So, dying moment is not that much painful as we thought, according to him. He quoted his experience as well as the teachings of the Buddha. So, you can read in the MV newsletter that we published this month. That's the reason why I choose this topic, right? It's very interesting article because his own experience, medical doctor. So, I agree with it. Because when you Google online, and you will also see, so people talk about their dying moment, and they recover from their dying moment, and they talk about their near-death experience. So according to them also, the moment they are going to die, their mind and physical body lost contact. Just like that, when you are watching movie, interesting movie, you don't notice your body, right? Even though you are sitting for a long time, you don't notice your body. Your body is painful because your mind is, all your attention go to the movie, right? Just like that. So at the point, our mind lost contact with our body. Lost contact here means our mind do not go to our body, even though the body have a lot of pain. So here, the importance of good deed is coming, right? People are afraid when they have a accidents, they die with the pain feeling. When they have a diseases, with cancer or diabetes or whatever, they're afraid they were dying, facing with the pain in the body. Actually, it's not like that. No need to afraid so much. So at one time, the mind, actually I will not say lost contact. The mind do not pay attention to your physical pain. The mind is paying attention to whatever you do in the past. So therefore, in Buddhism, we call it death proximate karma. Death proximate karma. So the moment you're going to die, you think about what you have done in the past. It can be good deed, it can be bad deed, right? Normally, I believe people who come here, I'm not how to say, misleading you, right? Normally, you don't have much evil deed, normally, then I believe. So here also, another important karma. We call it habitual karma. Habitual karma. The karma or good deed that you are always doing, right? Some people here, like a teacher Lily and MBDF members, so they are always doing, have been, Dhamma talks, Dhamma classes, right? And Dhamma teacher here, right? No need to be afraid. They have a habitual karma. So therefore, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Because I believe I have a habitual karma. At least a habitual karma, right? Habitual karma. So, even though I may die with a car accident or maybe airplane crash, not afraid. Not afraid me, actually I may be telling a lie. Of course there may be fear, right? But I believe that if I die, then I have a lot of habitual karma, right? Meritorious deed. And less unwholesome deed. So therefore, attending the classes, listening to the Dhamma talk, attending puja, right? Rendering your service to the temple, or you are doing volunteer job in outside, right? These are important meritorious deeds. In your dying moment, they will help you. They will help you. Even though you have a accidents, no need to be afraid. No need to be afraid. In Mahanama Sutta, the Buddha said that. The Buddha said that. Actually, here I will quote Mahanama Sutta from Anguttara Nikaya. Samdha Nikaya. Mahanama is the cousin of the Buddha, cousin brother of the Buddha, and he always come to the temple. Whenever he come to temple, he bring some food, and he have a question. He normally do a lot of question to the monks. Sometimes to the Buddha, sometimes to the monks. One time, the Buddha is not feeling well. And Mahanama asked a lot of questions. The Venerable Ananda and touched his body and told him not to ask questions, and the Buddha is not feeling well. So the point here is he is doing a lot of meritorious deed. The one time, Mahanama taught to the Buddha, when I come to temple, I saw a stray elephant following me. I have to run. So I thought that if I die because of stray elephant, then my next rebirth, I cannot think about my rebirth, whether I have a good rebirth or not. The Buddha said that, Mahanama, no need to be afraid. You have done a lot of meritorious deed. And the Buddha gave a simile. When you bring the pot of ghee, the pot of oil under the water, then you break the pot underneath the water. The fragrance of pot will go down because they are heavy. And the ghee and oil go upward, because they are light. They are light. The Buddha said that, like that, you have done a lot of meritorious deed. Because of that, your rebirth will not be bad one. The Buddha gave another example. Even you are eaten by the stray dog, by the jackals, by the vultures. They are eating your body, his body. It will be a lot of pain, right? A lot of pain. If the dog are biting your body, vultures are, eating your body, a lot of pain, Even worse than cancer, right? Dying with the cancer. So the point here is, even your body is eaten by stray dog, jackals, vultures, your rebirth will not be bad. Just like ghee and oil, right? So they are light, they will go upward. So in other words, if you do unwholesome things, go down. So that is a very good example, right? So here, the Buddha said that if you have a lot of good deed, if you do not do unwholesome deed, then you will not have a fear to die. Number three. Here's another example. Here's another thing to point out. Another important things. Some religion, they say that we are sinner. We do unwholesome deed. So we cannot escape from our sins. In other words, our evil deed. So when we think about our life, sometimes we do unwholesome deed, right? Sometimes you may tear line, sometimes you may kill insect, right? So they make use of that human experience. We are sinner. One way or another, we are doing unwholesome deed. People cannot escape unless Savior can save you, right? So that's one method to persuade Buddhist. I believe that you experience that one, So there's one method to persuade Buddhist to come to their religion. So here the main point is, of course, we do unwholesome deeds sometimes. Normally I give a simile of the Buddha, the simile of salt and water. Normally my students, they already know that. So here we have a cup of water, can drink, right? Can drink. Then I put handful of salt on the cup. Handful of salt on the cup. It will be very salty, right? Because a little bit of water and a lot of salt on my hand. Very salty. I cannot drink. Then the same amount of salt I put in the river. Then I stir it thoroughly. Then I drink water from the river. Or big container. So a handful of the same salt cannot make any difference, right? I still can drink water from the river because a lot of water, right? Then if I put the same amount of salt in the cup of water, then undrinkable because the water is very little. Similarly, sometimes we do unwholesome deed, right? It doesn't matter as long as you have more good deed. No need to be afraid. Even though you put a handful of salt on the river, so that salt cannot make any difference. Similarly, we may have done unwholesome deed in our life. It doesn't matter. Don't think about it. Do more good deed, right? Do more good deed. So in that way, so that unwholesome deed in our life will not make any problem to our life. So that means the moment we are going to die, even though we are suffering physical pain in our body, there are certain period. Our mind do not pay attention to our physical suffering. The mind pay attention to our good deed. So therefore, chanting, doing dana, and attending the classes for a teacher, Dhamma teacher, you're very lucky, because you are always having contact with the Dhamma, right? So I'm very lucky, I'm blessed, because I always have a contact with the teachings of the Buddha, right? Full confidence to face the death. So that means even though we have a physical suffering because of certain diseases, so there are some period, right? Then our mind pay attention to our good deed. But we are talking about positive thing. If we have done unwholesome thing in our life, the mind also will go to our unwholesome deed, right? So therefore, the main thing is to do more meritorious deed, right? So meritorious deed, sometimes people think that is connected with the religion. Not so. If you are treating your parents nicely, if you are taking care of your parents, you are educating your children with the full of compassion, then it's a meritorious deed. Then number one, the Buddha suggestion guideline, number one, the moment you are going to die, trying to let go your house, your cars, your family members. Whether your grandson or granddaughter is living in US, coming to Singapore, don't think about that. Don't think about that, right? We don't know when we are going to die, right? Let go everything. We have to leave. That's a reality. Number two, let go our body. Try not to have attachment to your body at the dying moment. Just like a Bhikkhuni Khema, trying to let go your body. And number three, do more good deed and do less good unwholesome deed. Do not to do unwholesome deed. Then the last one, the Buddha said that I'm perplexed about the good Dhamma. I'm perplexed about good Dhamma. You don't have a doubt about a good Dhamma. What is a good Dhamma? It's as a Buddhist, teachings of the Buddha, right? Teachings of the Buddha. The Buddha said that one day we will die, right? We have to leave everything behind. Impermanent, suffering, non-safe. Of course, this is higher, We can call it meditation. Knowing the reality of our life, especially about our mind, our body. One day we will die. The Buddha talked about 5 things, right? 5 things. Old age will come. Sickness will come. Death will come. We have to depart from our beloved one. We are owner of our own karma. Even that one is a good Dhamma, right? The real teachings, the reality. In other words, Yatha Buddha Jnana Darsana. The vision of knowledge as it is, as they really are, as they really are. As I earlier said, there is acceptance, right? Acceptance. Acceptance of the nature of our mind and body. In other words, acceptance of the final moment. We're time. So, I think this is a mindfulness message or takeaway message. When we are going to die, the moment we are going to die, having a peaceful environment is very important. A very peaceful environment. When my master died, I was about, I think 50 years old, 15. And by that time, his close disciple told us, do not come and do not make any noisy things. And my master said that he chose one close disciple to stay with near him, and do chanting. Not chanting all the time, chanting occasionally. Chanting about Dhamma Cakkapala Sutta, the first sermon, another Lakkhana Sutta, Karaniya Metta Sutta, like that. So, his close disciples create a peaceful environment. Number one. Number two is Kalyana Metta, a good friend. In the case of my masters, his close disciple, only one. He doesn't want anyone. Only one is enough, Only one. Then he told his disciple, close disciple, what to do. So in the case of other people, Kalyana Metta, a good friend, can be your husband or your wife. It can be your children. Or it can be your nephews. Anyone, right? Anyone. Recently, we have to attend our very old senior members, the funeral of our old senior members. He told his nephew to take care of all the things, after she died. He told his nephew. His nephew is not a Buddhist, but he followed his auntie's wishes. So like that. So we need to choose a person, what you want, right? What you want, the moment you are going to die. Especially the person next to you, You have to tell them what to do. For me, my personal advice must have a good, peaceful atmosphere. And you should have somebody to take care of you. What to do the moment you are going to die. Number three, as a normal Buddhist, regulation of triple gem. Itipiso, Bhagava, Arahant, Samma Sambuddha, like that. So we have 9 qualities of the Buddha, 6 qualities of the Dhamma, and 9 qualities of the Sangha, right? So it's up to you. You can choose any chanting that make you peaceful, that uplift your confidence, right? So remembering or recollection of triple gem. So that's very important. Chanting make you serene and peaceful. chanting make you confidence. So you'll be confident because of Triple Gym. Normal Buddhist. Number 3. Number 4, you're trying to practice metta meditation. May all beings be well and happy. May my friend who is taking care of me, may the nurses and doctors who are taking care of me, may they be well and happy. Lastly, if you are a serious meditator, if you can, meditation, just like a bhikkhuni kema, right? So if you can, then breathing meditation. If you cannot do breathing meditation, then you can observe what is happening in your body. Mindfulness, clear comprehension. Of course, it's not easy. If you can, meditation. So dying with the meditation is the best. One of the famous meditation master from Myanmar also suggested, if you dine with the mindfulness, then at least you have a good rebirth. Definitely. Right? Some people also suggest to recollect meritorious deeds that you have done in the past. So that is in Sri Lanka is a popular method. Because sometimes the kings, they write down their good deed on the book, right? So before they die, the minister have to read out the list of their good deed. So actually, that is because you can see the right, the number three method, right? So if you have done meritorious deed, you will have a confidence. You will not have any fear to die, right? That is the number 3 method the Buddha giving, right? Also, you can follow that example. Sometimes you can remember what you have done, right? So then confidence will come to you. Actually, my suggestion is number 1, a peaceful atmosphere. Number 2, clear metta, a good person who know what to do, before you die. And number 3 is a recollection of Triple Gym. Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saranam gacchāmi, Sanghaṃ saranam gacchāmi. It depends all like that, right? Whatever language you can use, in Chinese, in Malay, and English, wherever. The number 4 is a metta meditation. So you trying to radiate metta, people around you, especially people around you. And lastly, meditation. Of course, this is the most difficult one. So my final takeaway message is do not be afraid. Do not be afraid too much. Dying moment is not that much fearful, frightening. Bhikkhuni Khema said that dying moment is pleasant. Dying moment is pleasant. If we practice letting go. So here, that's very, very important one, right? If we practice letting go. Letting go means we let go sensual pleasures. We let go our house. We let go our family members. Our mind is free. Right? We let go our body, even our body. I think that's very, very meaningful and the best way to face our death. Right? Dying moment is pleasant if we practice letting go. It's not easy, but we should practice. Okay, that's all I would like to share today. Then, if you have any question?
Bhante, thank you for your wisdom of how to face death. I think it clarified most of the question I have, but there's one question in my head. We cannot choose how we die. And the most challenging part is you can practice all the method of preparing your death, but there's one death is something we cannot prepare, is sudden death. And at the moment of sudden death, as you explained, you can do a lot of good deeds. But that instant moment of your death, of your last breath, you could be aware or not aware of your death. It's just like you on a plane explode, finish. So how am we, I believe we still have the conscious that our body is in pieces. How could we, at that moment of time, practice mindfulness? This is what I'm trying to understand. Thank you.
Okay, of course, I will follow your example. Airplane explode, right? Normally people think that we die right away, right? I don't think right away, right? Even though our body explode into pieces, we still have a consciousness by that time. Then, as the Burmese Tao say that there is a certain time, maybe it may be short. So we have according to Buddhist Dhamma, so we take one object. So suppose if you are meditating all the time, so that experience will appear in your mind. For me, therefore, I don't afraid when I'm taking airplane. I have a confidence. No, I will not say that I'm not afraid. Of course, I have a confidence, because I have a habitual karma. So reading teachings of the Buddha, teachings, practicing, right? Even if I experience exploding of aircraft, then my mind, there will be certain time. Even though our body, explode into pieces, and then the mind will take the object or maybe something that I have did in the past, right? So therefore, in the 4 guidelines, the Buddha gave number 3, right? Number 3, right? I think everything. Do not crave for our body. Don't think about our body, right? And also do good deed, not to do evil deed, right? So if you're doing a lot of good deed, so that will be your thinking, your object, right? No need to be afraid. Okay. Okay, use.
Bhante, the 5th one you're talking about meditation.
Oh no, I'm not.
No, the death.
Including meditation.
Yeah, including meditation.
No thought about good Dhamma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that, you see, if every day, because you say every day I will die, and this is actually a good practice. But so what we are saying here is that if we tune our mind that we will die every second of the moment, at the point of explosion, you have no clinging of your death. So it means even at your last breath of your explosion, you just tell yourself that that's it.
Yeah, of course.
So then you will not even coming back to this world again.
Yeah, no clinging to. your body, no clinging to life, right?
Okay. So in other words, in our life, if we practice non-arising and passing, that will be actually a habitual of not clinching. So that will actually make your life more peaceful and more serene.
You're right.
Okay, thank you, Bhante.
Okay. Any question?
Okay, Bhante, I have a few questions.
One question.
One question. Okay. Okay, so is organ donations allowed in Buddhism after death?
Organ donation, right?
Yes.
Oh yes, it's one of the greatest giving, greatest giving, because we have a three type of dana. Normal dana, you donate some food, you donate money, you donate shelter, like that. Normal dana. Second type of dana is the what is it? Dana. Actually, dana parami, parami perfection, right? Normal dana. Dana upaparami is offering your blood, offering your organs, even after you die, right? Before you die, you need to sign, right? You offer your body to the hospitals or somewhere, so that the doubters can use, or because of your organs, then some people may have a replacement, right? Replacement. So there's a second highest type of giving. And the last one is the Dana Paramata Barami. Is the sacrificing your life, right? Some people, they sacrifice their life to save so many people, right? That's the higher type of dana. So, donating organs, according to Buddhism, is the second highest donation. Even is higher than donating the very big building, you know. Donating 1 million is higher than that.
Thank you, Bhante, for your precious guideline. But I have a question. Of course, we can prepare in our daily life, in facing our last moment. But what happens if unfortunately, we contract dementia? Yeah, because dementia, right, is a loss of mental capacity. Yeah, thank you.
That's quite often people ask that question. People have got question. Actually, I need to observe those people. My father forgot about most of something, not all, but lucky that he still remember me. So anyway, even though people have a dementia, they still remember some of the things. I think 2 years ago, I met one uncle who was a dementia, but he still remember our temple. He still remember our chanting, chanting. So that's our old members, I mean, outside we may think that they forget everything, right? But they stay, you can find, their priority. Maybe even my father still remember me, and he still remember some of his, the favorite son and daughters, like that. But I told my brothers and sisters, one day we have to prepare. One day our father will not remember our name, even may not remember us, right? But I think he may still remember, like chanting or maybe helping other people like that, right? Donating like that. So therefore, in Pali we call it asenaka karma, habitual karma. So, attending chanting or reading Dhamma books, listening to the Dhamma talk, like that, it's important. So I see, many old faces. So wherever Dhamma speaker, and they always come. I mean, that's a habitual karma, right? Even though we may encounter with the dementia, right? Dementia. So all these meritorious thought will have a impact in our mind. Just like our old uncle, he's in 90 plus right now. But still can chant, still can chant. So, yeah. So their previous good or bad karma still impact on their mind. Yeah. Another thing, some people also ask people who are unconscious, right? So normally I suggest to them, you might think that he or she doesn't know anything. No, don't think like that. They know, in Buddhism, we don't have an unconscious mind. Always conscious, right? He or she may not respond to to us, They know. So there's one lady, she is a Hindu from India. I think she worked in Hong Kong. She was unconscious. And people think that she doesn't know anything. No, she knows. She said that she can see her body, She knows what the Tautas are talking to her, what the family member are talking to her. Unconscious. Then her husband came into the room and whispered, "My dear, come back." She is unconscious, But her husband whispered near to her ear, "My dear, please come back." Because of that speech, she recovered. She became conscious. And she talked about her experience, and she wrote about a book, right? So don't think that people who are unconscious, they don't know anything. No, they know. One time I go to a hospital and I do chanting. Actually, the patient is, cannot hear, in normal time, cannot hear. Actually, when I do chanting, I chant softly. That's very important. If we are chanting loudly, actually the patient cannot take it, I think. So normally I chant softly. That her sister told to me, "Bhante, my sister cannot hear." Please chant loudly. I told her, actually she is unconscious. I think unconscious. I told her, don't worry, she know, right? People who are unconscious, they know. Actually, it's my, how to say, mind thinking, right? Because of that, I chant softly, and I believe that she will hear. Okay, I need the last question if you want.
Bhante, just now you mentioned that if a person is in coma or unconscious, he or she knows what's happening. But can he sort of focus his mind on his final moments?
Yes, of course, yes. Because he conscious. Maybe who are coma, maybe if that person have done a lot of meritorious deed, then we don't need to worry about their final moment. I think they will have a good final moment. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much for your listening.
Okay, we'd like to invite Bhante to lead the transfer of merits, and after that I'll make some announcement. Bhante, please.
Say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We have done a lot of meritorious deed by sharing teachings of the Buddha and also listening to the teachings of the Buddha. Actually, giving a Dhamma talk, listening to a Dhamma talk is included in the meditation, bhavana. It is a highest meritorious deed among Dana Sila Bhavana. So let us share all these good deeds to all sentient beings. Idam me nyatinan hotu sukhita hundu nyatayo. Idam me nyatinan hotu sukhita hundu nyatayo. Idam me nyatinan hotu sukhita hundu nyatayo. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.